Welcome back, my dear students. From today, I will begin a new chapter, that is Traders to Rulers. It's the same topic but part 2. So, like movies only, part 1, part 2, this topic has Traders to Rulers, part 2. So, it was quite interesting, like right in the first part we studied about conquest of Bengal, battle of Buxar, battle of Plassey, and how the dual government ended when Warren Hastings became general of Bengal, and how West Bengal was came under direct rule of East India Company, that is British. So in part 2, we will learn about other major things that Britishers did in India. So, in chapter 2, or in part 2, we will understand the policy of British expansion. What were the policies that were adopted by British to expand their own power? Okay, then we will study about the doctrine of lapse, subsidiary alliances, annexation of Oudh, and their purposes. Okay, this is important things. And appreciate the factors responsible for EIC, that means East India Company's territorial expansion. In this whole chapter, we will learn these 3 points. Okay, so let's begin. Strategies of expansion. What do you mean by strategies? Strategies means different plan or methods for expansion. Who did expansion? Britishers did this expansion. After establishing its hold over Bengal, we already know how British conquest the Bengal and ultimately became a power holder from trading company to a political power. After establishing its hold over Bengal, the East India Company expanded the empire by pursuing expansionist policy. Expansionist policy means expanding their power hold by using different methods, etc. Okay, so the policy, this strategist expansionist policy. This expansionist policy has 3 dimensions: the outright war, the subsidiary alliance, and occupying territories of chiefs already subdued by applying doctrine of lapse. So let's understand these 3 dimensions one by one. This one, outright wars. Okay, we are talking about outright wars. War against Mysore. Outright wars means war against Mysore. Under Governor General Warren Hastings, the British clashed twice with Hyder Ali. Clashed means fought twice with Hyder Ali. In the first war, Hyder Ali defeated the English. Okay, in first conquest, Hyder Ali defeated the English and forced them to sign a treaty. During the second war, the Nizam and the Marathas sided with the English. Okay, now what happened? First, Hyder Ali defeated who? British. Okay, this is the first consequence, and the thing was, one treaty was signed. Okay, the treaty was signed. In second war, what happened means Nizam plus Maratha sided with British. They sided with British, and what happened was Hyder Ali had died by this time, and his son Tipu Sultan fought British. The second war remained indecisive. Okay, so these are the two outright words. Mysore, Hyderabad, and the Marathas were formidable powers at that time. They fought each other in the Deccan. The East India Company joined the fray. The English fought the three Indian rulers and eliminated one by one. This is just an extra, okay? But you need to understand these two important things in outright words. And there was two words, okay? Hyder Ali defeated English and they signed a treaty. And during second outright war, what happened was Nizam and Maratha sided with the English, and Hyder Ali died Hyder Ali was dead by this time. But his son, whose son? Hyder Ali's son, Tipu Sultan, fought the war. Okay, so now let's moving forward during the third war. Okay, now there are third war. We are talking about third war. First war also we discussed, second war also we discussed. During the third war, the Nizam and the Marathas again joined hands with British. What happened in the third war also? Nizam plus Maratha again joined hand with British against which place? Mysore. Tipu Sultan was defeated and forced to sign a treaty of Srinagapatam in 1792. What happened was Nizam and Maratha sided with British, and now in the third outright war, what happened was Tipu Sultan was defeated and he was forced to sign a treaty in 1792. The three allies shared half of Tipu's possession. Three allies means friends, okay? Three allies, Nizam, Marathas, and the British shared half of Tipu's possession. The British wanted Tipu to acknowledge their sovereignty, but Tipu refused. Means British wanted that Tipu Sultan that now you have to bow down to us, to British, but Tipu Sultan refused it, and the fourth war started. And the fourth war started. Now what happened in the fourth war? The British attacked Tipu with the help of Nizam. Tipu defended his capital Srinagapatam and died fighting in 1799. With this, British became the masters of Mysore. We in the previous chapter we talked about conquest of Bengal, right? And in second part in outright wars we are talking about how Mysore was captured by East India Company or a British. Okay, during the third war, what happened was Nizam and Marathas joined hand with British against Mysore. Then what happened was Tipu Sultan was defeated. Then Tipu Sultan was forced to sign a treaty in 1792. These three allies means Nizam, Marathas, and British shared Tipu's possession. Okay, so they were Tipu's possession, and British wanted Tipu to bow down in front of them, but Tipu refused. Then the fourth war started. Then when the fourth war started, the British attacked Tipu with the help of Nizam. Tipu defended his capital and he died fighting in 1799, and ultimately British became the masters of Mysore. Now, war against Maratha. Okay, now this is the next topic. Okay, the British knew that the subjugation of Marathas was a prerequisite for all India British Empire. The third battle of Panipat, what happened was the third battle of Panipat had weakened the Marathas considerably. The Maratha Empire had broken into 5 virtual independent states. The power of Peshwa, the former head, had declined. What was this one? The third battle of Panipat had weakened the Marathas. Okay, it was all Marathas were already weakened, and the Maratha Empire was broken down into 5 independent states. Okay, so the power of Peshwa, the former head, was declined. You can consider as Peshwa as a king. He has declined. The first Maratha war fought for 7 years. Okay, First Maratha War was fought for 7 years. It ended with the Treaty of Salbai. In 1782. Raghunath Rao had invited the British to help. Raghunathan Rao had invited the British to help against his rival Madhav Rao too in a civil war, which had broken out over the issues of succession after the death of Peshwa Bajirao. The British could not make any immediate gains, but the treaty gave them peace with the Marathas. The peace proved beneficial for the British in their struggle against Mysore. So this is just a story, okay, what happened in First Maratha War. But you need to understand, or you need to you need to have a record of when was Treaty of Salabai 1782 signed. Okay, now let's do Second Anglo-Maratha War. Okay, it broke out when Marathas were fighting between themselves. Second Anglo-Maratha War was fought where when Marathas were fighting between themselves. Peshwa Bajirao II sought British help and signed the subsidiary treaty in 1802. That one is number 2. Okay, the British defeated the combined forces of Scindia and Bhonsle in 1803. The Marathas surrendered the territories and acknowledged the British as their overlords. Okay, so number 3. Okay, this one, the Second Anglo-Maratha War was like, there are 3 points. Okay, first one was because Marathas were busy fighting with themselves, and what happened was, after like Peshwa Baji Rao II got help from British and signed the subsidiary treaty in 1802. Then ultimately what happened, the British defeated the combined forces of Scindia and Bhonsle. This one, this Scindia plus Bhonsle were a combined effect, but British defeated. And what was the result? Ultimately, British surrendered the territories and acknowledged the power of British as their overlords. The Third Maratha War. Now, the last topic is the Third Maratha War broke out between Peshwa, Bhonsle, Holkar, and one side of the other. On one side and the British on the other side. Okay, Peshwa, Bhonsle and Holkar in one side, and in other side British. Okay, this the Third Maratha War. The British defeated the Marathas. Second point is that British defeated the Marathas decisively. They exiled Peshwa to Viru near Kanpur and installed a descendant of Shivaji on the throne of Satra, a small state. Okay, Holkar, who accepted the subsidiary alliance, the Maratha power had finally been extinguished. So this is how the Marathas also lost their struggle in the hands of British. So I guess this much you are clear what were this Third Maratha War, like Second Anglo Maratha War, and who were and how this Mysore was like lost its power hold in the hands of British. So uh, thank you for watching attentively, and I need you to complete your notes too. So on the side by side note, kindly start doing your exercises also, so it will be very easy for you when you complete the chapter also, and automatically your notes will be there and your exercises will be there. Till then, stay safe and take care.